Hey friends, welcome to our Sweat Devo. I'm Iris Ramirez, your Fit Faith coach, and this week we are wrapping up our Becoming More Joyful series. And this is just a series focused on how we can become more joyful in our health and fitness in a way that we get closer to our goals, but we also honor God with our bodies and our whole health. And as we've just finished celebrating Easter, our scripture this week focuses on the powerful way that we can experience joy through Jesus and his sacrifice. So Hebrews 12:2 says, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the source and perfecter of our faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross and despised the shame and has sat down at the right hand of God's throne. And so our focus on becoming more joyful is first that Jesus is the source of our joy. It is only through his sacrifice that we're able to experience his joy, because when he resurrected, he was able to give us a right relationship with God so that we could have that joy. And so becoming more joyful in our journey starts with fixing our eyes on Jesus, and starts with understanding that everything we need to be healthy in a way that honors God starts with having a relationship with Jesus. And so I pray that if you are not experiencing joy in your journey towards health, if it's either a struggle or you dread it, or you are just not in a place where you are feeling like you can enjoy it, then let's start with Jesus. Let's start with fixing our eyes on Jesus and coming to him with those struggles and those things that we need help with. And the second part is that he is the ultimate example of what it looks like to have joy in the midst of craziness, in the midst of struggle and persecution. It says that he set joy before him, the joy set before him. Because of that, he was able to endure the cross. And the joy set before him was relationship with us. It was knowing that his sacrifice was going to reconcile us to the Father so that we could be in right relationship with him, and that we could enjoy his fellowship, and we can enjoy all the abundance and the blessings that he has for us. And so understanding that whenever we are facing something, or we know we need to do something, we need to be obedient in an area that God's calling us to, even though it's hard, even though we don't understand, we can have joy because we know on the other side of obedience, there is a reward in some way. There is something good that God has planned and purposed. It may not be exactly tangible, but we know that there is joy on the other side of that obedience. And so I just want to encourage you that whatever you're facing, know that you fixed your eyes on Jesus. You start with Jesus, and know that his resurrection power is within you so that you can have victory in whatever area you're facing. Now, that doesn't mean it's going to happen right away or overnight. It may take time. Healing, if you're struggling with health issues, may take time. Y'all, if you've been following me for any length of time recently, you know that for the last, honestly, it's been about 3 years, I have just been experiencing a lot of different hormonal changes, and it has been probably one of the hardest things that I've had to endure in learning what my body needs, how to address those needs in a healthy and natural way, and really just setting the joy before me is, God, I know that as I learn to heal my own body, I'll be able to help more people through this same struggle. So although I don't enjoy what I'm going through, and it's hard to help other people in their journey as I'm struggling in my own journey, I know that God's going to use it for a purpose. I know that it's not in vain. I know that I can trust him to help me so that I can overcome. And in my own testimony, I'll be able to help others. I'll be a better coach because of it. I'll be a better trainer because of it. But right now in the process, it's not fun. But I find joy in the fact that I know that he is going to help me get through it. And it's taking a lot longer than I hoped, than I had planned. And that's not fun, and that can be frustrating too. But every day I show up and I say, Lord, I give this day to you. I will do my best in what I know to do, and trust you with the process, trust you with the healing, trust you with giving me wisdom and guidance along the way. And so as we move forward in our health journey, we can have joy even in the struggle, knowing that God is going to take care of it. God is going to take care of the results. And on the days that I'm not feeling that joy necessarily, those are the days I just continue to trust and hope in the Lord. And I bring it to Him. I bring Him my frustrations. I bring Him my, struggles. I bring Him my discouragement. And then He shows me just glimmers of hope. He shows me ways that He's still using me. He shows me ways that He's still providing for me. He shows me just glimpses of His glory so that I don't feel completely defeated. And so I want to encourage you, if you are in a place where you're just like, I'm desperate. I'm desperate for answers. I'm desperate for hope. I'm desperate for something to change. Then let's start with Jesus. Let's start fixing our eyes on Jesus. And then let's connect. I would love to pray for you. I would love to find scripture to help you and guide you, and then give you some tips that are practical that you can implement right away to start making progress in your journey, no matter how small it may be. And I want to encourage you, it's not going to happen overnight. It may take some time. And that's part of the trusting and the waiting, but believing that God cares, God sees, and He is going to work on our behalf as we are obedient to Him and whatever He's calling us to. And so that is my prayer for you this week as we become more joyful in our journey, is that no matter how long it takes to see results or to see change, that as we continue to trust in the Lord, He's going to be our source of joy, not the results, not the outcome, but being obedient and being in His presence and knowing that we are in alignment with His purpose. That's going to be our source of joy, and that's going to help keep us showing up, continue to trust Him along the way, and continue to honor Him with our bodies. So I would love to connect with you and help you in any way that I can, whether it's through prayer, through coaching tips, through maybe just some simple guidance. I would love to connect and help you along the way, and just continue to share this journey with you. So let's continue to get fitter together, honor God with our bodies, and let's learn how to live out our purpose with joy and energy for God's glory. I'll talk to you next week for our next Sweat Devo.